It's Talking Flicks with JT and Grant Lee.
Hello and welcome to our Talkin' Flickster episode. JT here with Mr. Lee. Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, JT. How are you for another week?
Very good, thank you. How are you, my friend?
I'm very well, thank you. I've had a great week. I've said goodbye to my youngest. He's gone off to uni, and now we're empty nesters, so I'm living the dream.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are. How does that feel?
The only problem, it feels good, but the only problem is he's back today for a few days. So it's like, okay, righto, he's back. Okay. Then we've got to wait 3 days and he's gone again, so that'll be good.
Yeah. Well, he's come back at a very good time, Mr. Lee, because...
Oh, why?
Oh, now just like you're not telling me, Mr. Lee. Come on. Oh, that says it all. Happy birthday, Mr. Lee.
Thank you. How did you know? We celebrated your birthday last Wednesday, and I threw that in, and you didn't even know I was going to do that.
Yeah, that's it. Well, see, you waited right to the very end to do that to me, but I'm getting in nice and early here, so happy birthday. How do you feel? How old today? What's the big age today, or the small age?
Yeah, I'm 29.
I totally believe
Plus
that.
Some months. Plus some months. I'm not going to say. And you know the worst thing is, the Talking Flickster didn't even know that it's my birthday today.
Oh.
So now I'm going to get... that's not good to know. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It is your birthday, Mr. Lee, so I'll be nice to you today.
Is. Well,
I'll be nice to you today.
Nice to me
today only, okay?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I feel old, I must say.
Well, the party poppers are out. We've got a cake here because you did buy me an ice cream cake last week, so I do have your cake ready to go.
Is it a choc top cake?
No, it's not. It is a lamington sponge with jam.
Yum.
Yeah, it was $3.82 at Woolies on special, so you'll appreciate that.
You went way out, didn't you? You really went way out.
Yeah, for you, Mr. Lee, anything.
Normally you don't spend that much. Usually it's under $1, so that's good.
We just need to make sure we eat it today, okay? I don't think it's got much luck left on it. Well, happy birthday, Mr. Lee. Great. We always get to spend our special moments together. It's just a match made, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Christmas,
Who would think,
New Year's, birthdays, Valentine's Day. Yes.
Yeah.
So, great to be here for your birthday, Mr. Lee. As I said, we'll be nice to you. And today we're reviewing Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy, the 4th movie, and hearing the final in the series.
Yeah, which... I hope it's not, because I think Renee Zellweger does a great job as Bridget Jones, so I hope it's not, but that's what they're saying, so let's see.
Time will tell. Well, let's have a listen to the trailer, and then we'll introduce our Talkin' Flickster.
Mrs. Darcy?
Mr. Wallaker. Why is your granny wearing pajamas?
Bridget, you're a widow with 2 wonderful children. My advice to you is put your own oxygen mask on first.
You just have to get laid.
Shaz is right.
Oh my God.
It's been 4 years now.
You're effectively a nun. A very, very naughty nun.
I've set you up on Tinder.
What's Tinder? Mummy! Mabel's stuck up the tree! We're going to die!
Everything all right, Mrs. Darcy?
Oh my God.
Hiya.
I've climbed a magical man tree.
Hello?
You can call me Rockstar.
Bridget Jones. But you can call her mummy.
Is that the tree Adonis? If you don't shag him, I will.
How old are you?
28.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm 29.
We are about to embark on an adventure.
You sure you're up to this?
I'm your girl. Do you miss Dada sometimes?
I miss him all of the times.
Can you survive?
I think so.
It's not enough to survive. You've got to live.
Was that the Dalai Lama?
Just Harry Styles, I think.
Mr. Wallaker.
Now that is what I call a rebrand.
Did you have sex?
Did you have sex?
Did you have sex last night?
Yes, I did.
I had a full night of utterly mind-blowing sex, and it was amazing! Bridget Jones, it's time to live.
Uncle Daniel,
Miniature Darcy, what's the news?
where are the ladies with the big...
Hair. Well, they couldn't make it, I'm afraid. They're washing their hair.
all three?
Well, they wash each other's, you see.
Yeah, Bridget Jones, mad about the boy. Mr. Lee, do you want to introduce today's Talkin' Flickster?
I certainly will. We've had this Talking Flickster on. She was our very first one when we started this way back. And she was here a couple of weeks ago. Welcome back, Mel.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for having me back on.
Great to have you back, Mel. And we've sent you off to see a corker of a movie. This is right up your alley, Bridget Jones.
I know it was actually like so good. So I'm so glad you sent me to this one because I remember seeing the very first one at the movies, like over 20 years ago.
Yeah, well, it was
2001.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, 2001.
That was ages ago.
That
wasn't
makes
it?
me feel old.
Makes us all feel old, I'm sure. But Mel, okay, so we've got the fourth movie, and, you know, it's been, 26 odd years or whatever it is. So let's talk about the movie. What did you think? Because every Bridget Jones never fails to live up to the hype.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I saw it with a few girlfriends and we laughed and it was so relatable. So go and grab some girlfriends, go and see it, especially if you've seen all of the movies at the cinema on the big screen. Yeah, it was a really good movie. There was sad parts, like we were laughing out loud, like slap your leg laughing. It was fantastic. It was really good.
So have you seen the whole three prior to this one as
I
well,
have.
Mel?
Yes, I've seen them all. So I would probably this one's up there with the very first one. I can clearly remember seeing the first one because it just came out of nowhere, like that story. I think I read the book before I saw the movie, like before it was even going to be a movie, like a few years before. And then when I went and saw it at the movies, I was like, that's the book I read. And so that was back in the late 90s, I think, when I read the book.
So out of all four movies, which one's been your favourite then?
I think probably like the original because it was just so original.
Yeah.
Like the
nothing can
storyline
beat
was
the
just
original.
so good. Yeah, nothing compares to the original, but this one is up there. This one is like between. Do you want me to rank them
Yeah.
out of the four?
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'd say in my opinion, I think the first one's the best one. Second and the fourth one would be a tie between the next best, and then the third one. The third one's still good, not as good as the others though. That's just how it is. But I think you've got to see the third one because it's all part of the same story. Like, you know, you've got to see how she goes through her life. I don't want to say too much without giving things away if you haven't seen them. But it's very good. It's great. It's up there.
Well, in this fourth installment of the franchise, she's back to work. She's on the apps because, you know, apps weren't really a big thing back in 2001 when the first Bridget Jones came out. And there was a younger man involved this time. Now, I don't know what it is about the movies we send you off to see, Mel, because there's also a younger man in Baby Girl, which we had a few weeks ago. It seems to be...
Yeah, there's a theme here, guys. Yeah. What are you doing to me? What are you saying?
Well, this is all Mr. Lee's work. Don't blame me, Mel.
I think you're setting me up,
Mel.
Mr. Lee.
I'm sorry.
How good is Renee Zellweger? Like, she just... Doesn't matter how many years between films, she really makes it, doesn't she?
Yeah, she picked the character straight back up. Like, she's even got the same walk. I don't know if that's her natural walk, but she has a very distinctive walk in these movies, and she's even got the walk in this movie that she had in the very first one. She hasn't skipped a beat. She's picked up the character straight. It really is just like watching, someone that you actually know because she just does it so well.
Oh, how good is that? So tell me, what was your introduction to Rockster, how was his character compared to Mr. Darcy?
Yeah, like he's a lot younger than she is. So you've seen or heard him in the trailer. So yeah, like it's interesting seeing. It's really hard to not give too much away, but yeah, he's definitely nice to look at, and he fits into the story so well. And yeah, there's a sort of a roller coaster there. There's lots of funny parts and lots of sweet parts. Yeah, no, it's really good having that. I actually didn't really. I think I'd only seen the trailer once and I'd forgotten about him being in it. I thought it was still going to be focusing on Hugh Grant and Colin Firth's characters. So, yeah, to see him as the love interest, I was like, oh, okay. So it got a bit juicy there with him in it. And then there's the scene with the pool and the dog. So, yeah. Is that in the trailer? I can't remember.
No, but that sounds intriguing, but we won't give plots away or anything.
No.
Well, our Talkin Flickster from last week, George, he actually had a question based around some of those old characters. And this is George's question for you, Mel.
On the back of Bridget Jones, I guess I would ask, who's better, Hugh Grant or Colin Firth?
Yeah, well, Hugh Grant wasn't in the third one, and he's back in the fourth one. And then Colin Firth is in this one. Oh, gee, they both play their role so well. Hugh Grant just does that, the grumble bum, old, cringy, sleazy guy so well. Do you mean who would I pick, or which one was better in their role, or
who's better? Yeah, who did it better?
I think Hugh Grant. Like, apparently he rewrote some of his lines for the movie, and if that's true, then he did it. He did it so well. Like, it was every scene he was in was just hilarious. If it hadn't have been, if he hadn't have been in it, it wouldn't. Like, he made it so much better being in the film. If he wasn't in the film, it would have been not as good. His part was just so good.
It was, especially when he said miniature Darcy as well. Like, just his one-liners sound like they're very good.
They're priceless. Yeah.
So, question then: if you got stuck up a tree, who would you want to come and rescue you? It doesn't have to be anyone from the movie. It could be anyone. And trust me, I won't tell your husband. He won't listen to this. So it could be anyone. And you can't pick your husband.
It could be Mr. Lee if you wanted it to be. I'm sure he would come.
Am I stage diving out of the tree? Am I falling out of the tree? Because I think Mr. Lee would step away and let me fall out of the tree. I think he would go, here, come on, catch you.
I probably would not.
I tell you what, because I want to be practical and I want to be caught. You know that Jack Reacher, the big guy, not the Tom Cruise
Alan
Jack Reacher,
Rickinson.
the new, Alan something.
Rickinson
I think,
or something.
Yeah, I think I'd go because I think he'd catch you with one hand and have a coffee in the other and he wouldn't spill it. So I want someone to actually catch me. So I reckon he could do it. And it would be pleasant to land in his arms as well.
Ooh.
Wouldn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Would you want to jump out of a tree and land and have him catch you?
Well, geez, I don't know. What about you, Mr. Lee? Let's go to you first.
Okay. Well, let's say, okay. Well,
Hold on.
Firstly, it all depends. Okay. If the person that I pick can't catch me, I would say yes, because I'd want someone to catch me as well, because I wouldn't want to get hurt. But I would actually have to say, in the younger days of Annette Bening, I would like her to catch me.
Oh, wow.
Gee.
Yeah.
Has she been working
if she
out?
could catch me.
Has she been working out?
Yeah.
I hope so. Oh, yeah, but don't tell my wife that because I'll be in trouble.
Oh.
Yeah. What about you, JT? Who would you like to catch you?
Oh, we all know it's good old Margot, but I don't think that Margot would be up to
I'm
catching
used
me,
to
and
it.
I don't want to fall. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at look,
The Rock.
yeah, yeah. You know what? The Rock wouldn't let you down, would he? He'd be able to.
No,
He'd be able to catch me with one
Yeah.
arm. So
Yeah. So, and he would have a beer, not a coffee. He'd have a beer in the other hand too. So
without a
ready.
doubt.
Yeah.
So here you go. Have a beer. Settle down.
Well, that was an exciting exercise. Thank you,
it
Mr.
certainly
Lee, for that
was.
question.
I've just thrown that right back at you, haven't you? I've turned that
Yeah.
on its head and thrown it back at you.
Well, let's get all fuzzy here. How important was it, do you think, to see Renee Zellweger reprise her role as Bridget Jones? It's a later stage in life, and Mel, do you think that that's what's going to really, like, that's what attracts women to the film? Is, you know, they're seeing what this woman's going through, and it could be relatable to some people's lives.
Yeah, I think because she's about my age, so seeing her in the first movie and then like seeing her now makes it, yeah, so much more relatable. And I think, you know, like I loved it so much better because I've sort of seen her, you know, from like my whole adult life and watching her again, and she actually looks real, like she looks her age, she looks, you know, appropriate. So it was really nice to see her, and it's good that women her age, my age, you know, can still be in a great movie, it be a hit, make money, the companies invest in that and not always go for, you know, the Margos, the Margot Robbie, the Barbies.
No, that's okay. I still prefer to see Margot over Renee Zellweger, but anyway, sorry. Got to call the truth here. But Mel, do you think, because it was 2001 was the first film, so it has been nearly 25 odd years. Do you think that it remains relevant for the younger girls of today? Do you think they would still go along and see it, despite the fact that, you know, Renee Zellweger has, you know, obviously she's a lot older in this film? Do you think that's still the case?
Yeah, probably because of the rock star, the young guy. Yeah, that'd probably be the draw card for them. But then maybe they might want to go and see the movie with their mum, or their mum might want to take them to the movie so they can show their daughter, oh, this is Bridget Jones, you know, this is the movie that I saw when I was your age, or that, you know. So I know I've shown my kids lots of movies that I enjoyed when I was young. I don't have girls, so I think, yeah, I'd like to think that mums would take their age-appropriate daughter to see Bridget Jones and have a good laugh together, do something like that together.
I think that's a really good thing, because if you've actually watched the other three as mum and daughter, that's such a great bonding experience that you could have with your kids, whether it is daughter or son. You can do that.
Creating memories, Mel. Creating
memories.
memories.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Creating memories. Which is what I keep saying, is creating memories.
Bloody
and
hell.
that's a great thing to do with your kids. And,
I think
and
so
as Mel
too.
said, you know, 24 years ago, the other one came out and you were 24, and now, you know, you can experience that with your kids and they can see what you've gone through, because, you know, Bridget's gone through having children, having a loss and all those sort of things. And so, yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, no, I think because, yeah, seeing movies, it's and enjoying a movie, I think, is also because you remember who you were with when you saw it, or something you were going through at the time that you can remember as well at the same time as seeing that movie. So, yeah, I think going and taking your kids to the movies is a really good thing, or showing them your favourite movies from years gone by.
Well, the film has done very well at the box office. I mean, even just in the UK, it was the highest ever opening for a rom-com in the UK.
Wow.
That is huge. To think about, you know, all the years of the box office. So, and it is a great rom-com.
Yeah, I didn't know that fact, but I'm not surprised, because I've been telling people since I've seen it how good it was. So if, you know, and that's how, like, the word of mouth gets out there and people go and see it. So I'm actually not surprised, because it is that good.
Mel, do you think there could be a fifth? Is there room for a fifth if
I don't know.
Helen Fielding decides she wants to do it?
Well, I wonder if, because they're all based on books, so has she finished writing the Bridget Jones story or not? I think there's room for it. Wouldn't that be good if in a few years' time? Yeah. Having seen the movie and, like, you know, knowing the ending.
8 or 9 years apart.
8 or 9, yeah, it'd be a long time. Well, look at how long it was between, you know, the third and the fourth. So, yeah, it has been a while.
But then sometimes you've got to have a bit of a time gap so that, you know, to allow for things to happen, to tell a new story.
Yeah, and especially when, the kids had to grow up, they couldn't really say, oh, this and this and this. And then all of a sudden, oh, wow, here's the kids. They're 8 years old. So,
Yeah, that's right.
I think, yeah. Okay, Mel, the big question now is thank you. I'm just currently opening the freezer and I've got 5 Chop Tops out. How many Chop Tops are you going to give this movie, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy?
I'm giving it a solid 4, and I think I'd even go as far as giving it a 4.5.
That's a high score. Oh, that's so close to a 5.
Yes. You just want the other half, don't you, Mel?
Yes, I do. No, I'll give you that for your birthday. You can have.
Oh!
You can have a Chop Top for your birthday.
Oh, Mel.
Oh, thank you.
See, I
And you
didn't
know
forget.
what? Yeah, and you know what? You didn't even know it was my birthday today, did you, Mel?
Well, when I heard the introduction, I quickly went to my calendar, flicked back to last February, and it was in there, but I hadn't put repeat on every year. So that's why I didn't.
Thank God. Well, don't repeat. Don't repeat. I don't repeat birthdays.
No, we need to make sure you repeat every year,
Yeah,
Mel. He's got to
I put it on
remind him.
repeat, and I chose forever. Repeat forever.
Oh, that is so good.
That's
And
how optimistic I am. That's how optimistic I am.
and you know what, Mel? I'm sure you would agree that we've both been very nice to him today. So I think we lived up to
Well,
the.
it's his birthday.
We did, yeah. So, are you happy, Mr. Lee? Are you happy with that?
I am very happy. I'm very happy that you both were very kind to me. Not like last time, 2 weeks ago with Baby Girl. But no, thank you. I appreciate that, it was a special day for me having, you two being nice to me. So that's good. Thank you.
Good. Glad we've cleared that up. Well, the good thing is, Mel, you can stick around for some cake very soon. I've got a little Lamington sponge there. Look, the cream might not be great, but I'll have a look. Get your fork, get it ready to go, Mel.
I will.
Before we do, though, we do have a Talkin' Flickster. Not next week, though. A couple of weeks away, Mr. Lee. Our next Talkin' Flickster is Alison.
Yes, and she's off to see September 5, which is a true story of the Israeli team that got held hostage at the Munich 72 Olympic Games. So, Mel, what would your question be to Alison, please?
My question, Alison, is which Olympic sport would you want to win a gold medal in?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
like
something to
that.
think of. Yeah. What about you, Mr. Lee? What do you reckon your sport would be? I reckon rowing.
Basketball.
Basketball? Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Wasn't expecting.
I
Of
think
course you would.
breakdancing.
Oh.
No,
I
that's
think you'd
already
be on the
gone. I
podium.
can't do that.
You'd be on the podium for breakdancing. I can see it.
We'll see what kind of
The
moves he's
whole,
got going
the
on.
whole shebang.
Have you seen my dancing, Mel? Because, that would be exactly like that. So, what about you, Mel? What would your medal go to?
Oh, gee. Ooh. Oh, that's hard.
Dancing.
I'm always fascinated by the diving. Because it's like potentially so dangerous, especially on the hard platform, like there's no
10-meter
bounce up
drop.
there. Yeah,
That's
literally.
true. JT, what's yours?
Tennis.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not pick that.
Yeah, didn't you? See?
Singles or
No.
doubles?
Things you don't know about. Oh, no singles.
No.
I'll do doubles as well.
Doubles
is
could be your
good fun.
doubles partner.
Yeah. Well, I reckon we could go doubles, Mel. What do you reckon? We'll give Mr. Lee a run for his money.
Yep, he'll be the umpire.
No, we'll just.
He'll be the ball boy.
No. He can just stand there and we'll hit balls at him. Okay, he can just stand there and take it. So, hold on. No.
No, it's my birthday.
That's
You'll
right.
be nice. Yes, you forgot.
Can I retract my? I'll retract my statement. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
If you want to be a Talkin' Flickster, head to forumseeks.com.au or odeon5.com.au. Fill out the form. Tell us what kind of movies you like, and Mr. Lee's going to send you off to see something. And you get to come on the podcast like Mel and have some fun, right, Mel?
Yes.
Take the piss out of Mr. Lee. That's good. So,
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks,
so,
guys.
Mel. Thank you for coming on, Mel. We really appreciate it.
No worries.
Again, so
Happy
thank you.
birthday. I'm waiting for my cake, my slice of
Yeah,
cake.
No worries.
Just hang there, Mel. We're going to do do you want a positive thought, Mr. Lee, before
Yes,
we
please.
go for your
Yes.
birthday, yeah? Okay.
Yes, please.
This is actually coming back to the sport. Winning is fun, but those moments that can touch someone's life in a very positive way are better.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's not all about winning, Mr. Lee, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
you remember that.
You really have nice, positive thoughts. You always have good fun. So that's
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. I do
like
appreciate that. Well, happy birthday, Mr. Lee. What are you doing tonight for your birthday? What's the plan? Are you doing anything?
Nothing.
No?
I'm not doing anything. You know what? It's actually crept up on me, and I haven't had time to do anything. I've been working that much, and I feel really bad that I haven't done anything. But my son's coming home, and that's all that matters. So, and my other son will be here, so that's going to be good. So, I miss, even though he only left 2 days ago, but it'll be good to have him back. So,
Well, that's nice, Mr. Lee. Happy birthday. And I'm guessing you're off work today. Is that the case? You have the day off today? Is that?
Yeah. I actually did take the day off.
Oh, of course you did. Yeah, good to see nothing changes. Have a great week, Miss Lee. We'll catch you Friday midday. Happy birthday.
More Talking Flicks?
Bye.
Get your fix with every episode, anywhere, anytime. Just search Talkin' Flicks on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, forum6.com.au or odeon5.com.au. Until next time, we'll see you at the movies.